Hello and welcome back. I'm Karhu, the Great Bear of the North, and this is Europa Universalis IV, featuring all the DLC up to and including Mare Nostrum, no Rights of Man yet, and also the fantastic MEIOU Taxes Mod. As always, check that out in the description box below. We are playing as Cologne, and this is episode 65, which is divisible by 5, which means, whoop, census time. Now, a couple of the cool things about this particular census is, one, religion. We've got a lot of reformed nation. We've got a lot of reformed territories, specifically up in the north. Zwolle, Nijmegen, Breda, Den Haag, Brugge are all reformed. We only have the one Protestant, Maastricht, actually two, and Cologne as well. But, to me, what's more important than, than the religious issues is, we can go all the way down here, and look at that. It has taken us, I don't know, like 20 episodes, but finally, from when I started the poll as to where we're going to expand colonially, we have finally actually made it into the Caribbean. Woo! And right now I haven't renamed these into their proper German Kölner names because I'm having a hard time remembering which one is which. Right? I know Arguin is Josefshafen, or is it Petershafen? I don't remember. It's the one we don't have yet. And Kunze is Festum Bebra, named after the guy that founded it. But once we get more and more colonies, it's just going to be more and more difficult to remember which ones are actually called what. So I'm just going to leave them their default names, and then once we actually are able to change them in the game, then we'll change them. In census as well. So a lot of our towns are growing, which is great. We have a bunch of different vassals. We have Nassau, we have Lorraine, and we also have Utrecht as our vassals, which isn't too shabby. And we are currently working to annex Bentheim, and then we will go to try to get a little bit more of the Rhine Valley. Yeah, which actually, now that I look at it, which one's the Rhine? The Rhine goes this way, because that's the Maas, I think. No, the Maas is down there, so that's the Ruhr? So the Rhine actually goes this way, up into... No, that is the Rhine. That goes down there. So, yeah. Conor Reinhardt suggested that we take the lower Rhine Valley, and you know what? It appears we are going to do that. At least in terms of in this game, the Rhine ends in Lorraine. So as soon as we can annex Lorraine in the future, we've got it all. We've got it all. Although technically the Rhine does go up to here. It starts in Lake Constance, which is right here actually. It's the Bodensee. Oh, it's actually labeled. It's actually labeled the Bodensee. That's cool. So yeah, that's where that is. So we will eventually have all of the Rhineland ourselves. Actually, it just occurred to me that Lorraine may actually come from Lower Rhine. Huh? Even though it's actually the Upper Rhine. I'm gonna check that out, see if there's any connection. But anyways, enough of me talking. Let's get into the game, shall we? So we can expand our ideas with tough colonists. Oh, pardon me. Tough colonists, which you give land attrition minus 15. That's not really all that good, especially once I'm this close to actually getting, in like 6 months, it's August, once the year becomes 1540, we can move on and we'll actually lose 10% of the cost for all of these for not being so far ahead of time. So I think that's actually good. I can convert provinces to my religion. I can convert Cologne back to being Catholic. The question is, do I want to do that? Oh yes, tolerance of heretics is actually quite low right now because we've got a policy of intolerance. Oh. Well, there goes that. Can't actually change them anymore. So I'm looking to take out Amsterdam. Amsterdam currently is allied with Burgundy and Ruppen. Burgundy and Ruppen. Where is Ruppen? Is this Ruppen? That's Bayernstraubing. Oh, which means if I want to take them over, I have to take that. That's not going to be fun. Utrecht has high liberty desire. Yeah, that's probable. Opinion of yeah, but their opinion of me is really, really low. I just vassalized them, force vassalized them, no less. So that will definitely change. I'm getting Bentheim. Oh, see, there we go. Utrecht liberty desire has already gone down by 1. That's nice. appears to be going down by 1 each month, which is awesome. Which is really awesome. Once again, this is just Cologne. Yeah, we've got a lot of non-Catholic people in our countries. Monetary reforms. Either way, I will lose stability. There's no need for reforms. I will lose 3 inflation. Oh, that's good. I mean, whoa. Natives in Kunta Kinte, which is Festung Bebra, which means Fort Bebra, I've lost ferocity. But you know, monetary reforms. If I'm going to lose, oh, my corruption is growing. I don't want my corruption to grow. Oh, but anyways, here, I'll fix that. Monetary reforms. If I'm going to lose stability anyways, I might as well get rid of inflation, right? As opposed to getting Master of Mint. Skill 3 Master of Mint, which could be good, to be perfectly honest. I mean, Masters of Mint are wonderful. Total expensive 46.3? What? What? No, that's got to be a calculation error. Either way, let's drop my army maintenance. I don't really need that. Monetary reforms. Yeah, let's get rid of inflation. That's nice, but, you know, that did drop down my stability, but we can fix that. Administrative technology. Let's get enclosures. Production efficiency plus 10, and this is where the yearly corruption is going to go back down. Pardon me, I'm fighting off a cold right now, so my voice is really scratchy, so I'm actually having to swallow quite a bit in order to just, you know, not die from pain. Across Northern Europe, the enclosure movement took land that had previously been open to public use for grazing, fenced it off, and made it private. Privatization of public land never goes well. This helped to accelerate the growth of large farmholds and cloth industries, but at the expense of small farmers whose rights were eroded. It enabled regional capital, workshop, and farm estate. That is glorious. We can also get... No, that's all we can get. Which means high corruption. What is my corruption right now? It's yearly change of 0.5, so let's drop that down. There we go. But yes, we can get a Master 3, a Level 3 Master... Oh no, I dropped it down. I dropped the... whatever. Yeah, I dropped down the stability instead. So we now have actually a new army in Josefshafen? Yes, in Josefshafen. And African army? African army? I don't actually know how to do that in German. I will fix that. Oh, I can establish charity schools. I am so scatterbrained right now. This is ridiculous. But anyways, establish charity schools. The church ran most charity in the Middle Ages, including hospitals, orphanages, and schools. It was only natural that the church began to establish free schools for orphans, then for poor children of all sorts. In some cases, the state would help this process along by mandating the schools, making a basic level of education significantly more widespread. Monastic schools will be removed from Cologne, but administration and diplomatic technology cost will drop by 1% permanently. Boom. Seems good to me. Didn't cost me anything either. But yeah, so we have a new army in Josefshafen. We don't have a leader for it yet. We might as well give Thomas Ader. Yeah. Because eventually I would like to try to take either Mali or Zafunu down a peg. Zafunu is allied with Songhai and Jenne, and Mali is allied with Ouagadougou and Jenne. So either way, Jenne is going to join the war. Question is, you know what, I think... Can I start going to here? No. Yeah, you know what, I think Zafunu might be the easier one to take over. I mean, we'll see, right? I've still got another 2,000 men to come. Let's see, what is my military? Yeah, we're going to be building up to 2,300. So we have the 20,000, 2,300, 23,000. We have the 20,000 in the Rheinarmee. We have another, going to have another 3,000 in the Africa Corps. And then, so we'll leave it like that. We have Looming Disaster, yes. Liberty Desire, yeah, whatever. It's really choppy. Why is my FPS so low? I don't know. Probably got a bunch of stuff open in the background. We've lost the effects of low manpower, which means production efficiency and morale of armies have gone back up to their normal levels, which is great. We've probably... Wow, that's a lot of colonists. It's a lot of colonists. Okay, so... Bay of Fundy. in Lichtenstein. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Don't even know what region that is, so don't even know what language to try to pronounce that as. But if I want to build regional capitals, where is regional capitals? Uniques, Royal Palace, Treasure Office, Parliament, blah blah blah, Wharf, Weapon Factory. Those are all the manufactories. Never mind. Education? Is education what I want? No, that's universities. That's different levels of university. Right? Medieval university schools. Barnabas Ader has died. Okay. Defense, Navy, Welfare. Where's Brandenburg? Cut off relations with them. I'm trying to figure out, is that... Oh, there's a regional capital. See, I don't know why I would want to build a regional capital if it just gives me yearly corruption plus 0.1. What's the point of that? I don't know. I do not know. But, let's merge guys together in this army. And do we even have... I don't have a Casus Belli against them. I'll need to get one. Build province improvements. I can build a lot of improvements in Cologne and Bonn. I can build a workshop in Bonn. Where is Bonn? Do I want to build a workshop in Bonn? Where is a workshop? That's a trading post. That's a trade company. From some quartermaster. Okay, good for him. Government. That's constable. That's defense. Barracks. City watch. Okay, okay. Enough of this. Enough of that. Whereas trading post would probably... Trading post? No, it was a workshop. It was workshop, which is production. Requirements for workshop are not fulfilled by this province. Why does it say I can build a workshop in Bonn? Whatever. 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 Sometimes these pop-ups lie. But we can, however, apparently build some things in Josefshafen. What do we want to build in Josefshafen? We probably want this to be a fort. So do we want to build... I want to build a castle. I know I want to build a castle here because, I mean, it was a fort on an island, right? So that makes sense. But this, I want to decrease unrest and autonomy. So, I do have a church there, which is good. I would like to try to get them... I mean, there's a mill. What else can I get? Road network, but it's not connected to anything, so that's not really necessary. Constable, local unrest and monthly autonomy. That will both drop. Bailiff, tax income and local tax modifier. Boom, bailiff. Although roads will give me possible number of buildings, +1. Yeah, let's build a road network. And then once that is built up, we can then have another road, and then we'll fill that building, as opposed to doing it the other way around. Right? Does that make any sense to you guys? Nod your heads if it makes sense, because it makes sense to me. Lippe has been placed under interdict. Nice. Yay, we're slowly getting spend time. Oh, my coffee's cold now. That's gross. 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 Cold coffee is gross coffee. Let's see what's going on. Redoubt corruption is still a little bit hot. No, corruption's fine. Corruption's fine. Trade is fine. I have... Oh, I have an available colonist. Oh, I didn't know that. So let's go for Magua. Woo! They're pantheist. Alright. Yeah, not for long they won't be. There we go. Reformed contacts. Religious minorities often took up trade as a way to escape discrimination in their home country because it enabled them to amass a wealth that was hard for their host to seize from them. Okay. If we can issue a letter of protection to them, we can enact a tax for the privilege. Hey, cool. We can gain money, and we can gain contacts in low countries, which gives us more trade power there. Yeah, that's nice. That is nice. Alright. So, back to life, back to reality. I don't know why I'm singing the song in particular. Let's boost stability, shall we? There we go. Stability boosts are wonderful. And okay, so we're just fixing everybody. We're getting Brent. Oh no, okay, I thought that was plague. Oh, but it's not plague for me. It's plague for the people in Africa, which is also bad. Don't get me wrong. I don't want them to suffer, but you know, they're a lot less developed, like industrially, than we are up here. So, from the perspective of somebody in 1541, they'd much rather have plague happen to the indigenous peoples of the world than to themselves. They were selfish jerks like that, right? So we're bringing Bentheim into the equation. That's wonderful. What are my Nedersticht, Courtrier, Nedersticht? Nedersticht is there, Courtrier is there, and NASA. So the only things I actually have, smallpox plague hits the natives. Yep. Yep. I want more infantry there. Right? Right. That'll get me up to my manpower, no, my force limits. Protestant contacts, enact the tax. There we go. More monies. More monies. We will tax religious minorities. What can we do? We almost have a colony in Magua, which is wonderful. Only 9.8% chance of success. Yay, we have a colony in Magua. Beautiful. We are slowly moving into the Caribbean, just like you guys asked. Well, got another joke for you. Did you guys like the last joke? The joke about grapes and the duck? Well, so this guy, senior in high school, and he's, he really wants to make a great impression on his girlfriend for the prom. And so he goes to get tickets for the prom, and there's a huge line. There's a huge line for tickets, but you know what? He waits in line. He eventually gets the tickets, and everything's good. But he still wants to make a great impression, so he goes to rent a tux. But there's a really long line for the tuxes, and so he waits in line, but there's no problem. He gets a tux, and it's all good. And then he goes and rents a car, and there's a lot of people that want to rent limos at the time, so he waits in line, but eventually gets to the front of the line, and then he gets the limo, and it's all good. They go to get some food in it, but it's a buffet, but everybody's eating at the same time at the prom, and but he gets through the line, and there's no problem, and all is good. But then his girlfriend, she's like, I'm thirsty, and so he goes to the punch, but there is no punchline. Public building raised in the Renaissance style. Let's go with, what town is this? Kunta Kinte. Hey, it's a colony. Let's make it, because this is going to be more militaristic, this little fort here, let's make it a barracks. There we go. Cool. Hey, that's nice. Local build cost minus 30% until 1551. We're not going to be a full colony before then. But hey, I've got pretty high colony modifiers. That's nice, especially in Hispaniola, because they have adjacency bonuses, so that's good too. Like Cacheu, Arguin, and Kunta Kinte are 3%. Pardon me, my throat is killing me. Are lower than everybody else. They're colonist modifier because they're not next to another colony. They're isolated from other colonies. Whereas Kunta Kinte, Magua, Maguana, and Higüey, even though they're just tiny, like there's 24 people, but there's already 120 people in here. Like they're already catching up to Cacheu because they're not tropical and they're not isolated, which is great. Natives in Higüey lose size and ferocity. That's unfortunate. I don't like reading those. I don't like reading about people dying, especially when their only crime was to be on the land that white people wanted. That sucks. That sucks. But speaking of being on land that people wanted, Bentheim. We're getting close. We're getting close to incorporating Bentheim. 92.7. And then we'll have all of this land too. And you know what? If I wait until the end of this episode for this to happen, then I'm going to have to explain all of these little towns in the next episode, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to wait for an episode before No, that's rude. That's rude. I'm not gonna do that. Well, we'll just continue this episode until bedtime is completely annexed, and then we will do that. Millet will be placed in Arguin. Millet is a grain. Apparently, you can get some really good beer out of millet. I don't really know. So we're just waiting because you know what? I want to start building like palaces and mints and stuff like that in my territories, and they need a lot of money. So I'm making a lot of money right now. So let's just build that up. Let's just build that up. Let's just build up our monies for a little bit because, like, let's say see, I have 2 spaces in Cologne, almost 3, right? And I could build the Royal Palace, which give me a diplomat and better relations every time, but it'll cost me 1,438. The plague. I hate the plague. Hire every plague doctor. So it is a fight the 4 horsemen. 485 ducats. Wow. Let's fight the plague. Close the ports and markets immediately. No. Hire every plague doctor and a coin for every corpse taken from the street. We will do it that way. Blah. At least, you know, we will gain bedtime soon. Noble legacy of Pruhe. Hey, I can gain a Casus Belli on Burgundy. Totally gonna do that. Bentheim is now part of our glorious realm. Excellent. Integration is a slow process, which gives me diplomatic reputation -3 for another 10 years. But you know what? That's great. That is great. Free advisor slot, military. Let's just deal with this before I forget. Georg Munden, national manpower modifier, +10%, and recruitment time -20%. Yes, let's do that. And we can make states out of Besser. There we go. Wester's a territory, we'll make that a state. There we go. We can also make Westphalia a state. So, but you know what, we'll go over all of this in the next episode because that's a lot to happen in that last little bit right at the end of there. So I'm Karhu, Great Bear of the North. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please like, please subscribe, please comment, share this to other social media sites. Please do that. I'm really pleased with how this particular Let's Play is going, but if you guys can draw more people to this channel, that means I can do more of these, and it will be wonderful. But yeah, have a wonderful day, everybody, and from the Grand Kölner Republic, auf Wiedersehen. Yeah.